you want, anywhere you want. Anywhere you want. Ah, there it is. Anywhere you want. Oh my god, do this. Back again. Oh my god, there it is. It was most replayed. Everyone's like, most replayed. What is this scene? This breaks the internet. Whoa! My god, she's smiling. The ice queen is broken, guys. This is not Lovebites anymore. What is that? Is that some new kind of character in the band? So, hello, of course, THOR here. We're gonna do another Lovebites reaction to another Unchained, right? So the last video I did with Lovebites was also Unchained, because it's the goddamn best song ever made, right? It's a Christ. I mean, I like a couple of their songs, of course, obviously, but this, I don't know, immediately I was like, anywhere you want, man! I mean, this is just like this became my immediate favorite, right? And I like how this song, of course, mixtures the classic kind of more hardcore metal, right? With a little more, you know, J-poppy, whatever you call it, maybe power, something like Japanese power, maybe. I think my last music video yesterday, talking about Toriyama, the anime up there. I feel those kind of anime tends to have this, you know, like, I keep calling it like power ballad, or maybe just Japanese power music, right? Where it's kind of like, you know, fight, cast, you know, a little more that feeling, right? And this song here, I think, I would say mainly goes in that Japanese direction, right? Where, you know, Asami's like, anywhere you want, da, na, 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 na. It has that, I think it has most of that power feel to it. But when you come below, what do you guys think about that? Because I always keep saying that I feel it's like an undefined Japanese genre, you know what I mean? Because when I ascribe, for example, right, Akira Yoshida, right? People are like, oh, it's like J-pop or J or something. It feels weird to me, and it feels like it's not a good name for the English. So, it's also a question. But anyway, yeah, this quickly became my favorite Lovebites song. I've heard it 10,000 times since last week. Basically, it's on my loop list over and over again, right? Like a good earworm, just over and over again. It's similar to me, for example, I mentioned with Bandmade and What is Justice. Same thing there, right? I listened to like, I don't know, let's say 30, 40 Bandmade songs. And then I got to What is Justice, right? Or I got to what was a new song from them. And I was like, oh, this is the best one, right? And I just listened to it over and over again. And sometimes just this one track, right, from a band that gets really, really stuck in your head, right? It tends not to be the most popular song from the band, right? It tends to be your... maybe it is something... maybe, I don't know, but I'm just theorizing here. Maybe it's like a mental thing that very... like, if I ask you guys, right, what is your favorite Lovebites song? I would think that most of you guys will not say the most popular song, right? It just tends to be like an automatic human emotion to be like, well, I mean, my favorite one is that fourth. No one wants to be like, yeah, that's the most popular one. No, everyone wants to be like, there is that one, number 5 on the list. Yeah, no one wants to be like admitting they like the most popular song, right? It's a very natural thing. It's the same thing with shows, you know what I mean? If you ask someone like, who's your favorite, like, I don't know, One Piece character, Naruto character, Bleach, whatever, right? Very people be like, oh, it's Ichigo, right? They'll be like, nah, well, main fight is, you know, it's that side character in episode 5. Yeah. Very people are gonna say, like, the main character. It tend to be like, oh, it's that, you know, it's like the number 4 character. That's my guy, you know, that's my guy, yeah. Anyway, let's have the live of Lovebites Unchained. Is this Tokyo Garden? Yes, Tokyo Garden! So say that, yes. Let's go, Unchained! I'm just waiting for this Miyako smile. I have to admit, I'm like, where's the smile? Where's the smile? Here we go, here we go, here we go. No, you want anyway you want. This is sort of character. This is sort of character. Oh God, I remember right when I started my Lovebites route, right, and I watched their first music video. Maybe I believe it's first music video, right? When they fight this evil boss, right? It's the first second one of the oldest one they made, right? And all the girls, you know, they kind of walk by, you know, and they do some kind of smile or they do some cool pose or whatever, right? You know, Midori is like, yeah, it's kind of like that, you know, like I'm a badass, right? And Miyako's like, he's what's badass? Miyako's like, he's stone faced through it, right? You know, she's just ice cold. Yeah, she's cool as a cucumber, right? So yeah, this is like completely other character. Maybe she has, I don't know. Maybe she was married or something. Maybe she has. Maybe she's like, I used to have my firstborn child this morning or something. What is she smiling for? Yes, it's super weird. It's a good image of her. Obviously, it's a bit tough of the video, guys. Don't surprise nothing. But yeah, she's smiling here during the amazing chorus, so that makes sense. That he's going. Obviously, I'm wondering now, will Miyako smile again? Like, I'm sitting here being like, who is she? Is she smile again? Look at her. She might do it again. Yeah. And you see, you know, Midori between it being like, yeah! Midori's always Midori is the goddamn sunshine, man. It's always, man. She's just smiling she's just smiling constantly. So, like, who cares about that now? Yeah, I'm gonna see if Miyako will smile again. Here goes the chorus again, right? Here goes the chorus. Okay, what has that be? Can they go jump? Yes, jump! I can't jump, my leg's broken, whatever, yeah. Anyway, what? No, but this is what I love so too much, right? You know, I said in my last video about it. It's so awesome, right? Because you see, getting that, I'll say it right. That classic, you know, the duel, right? The classic guitar duel riff, right? That of course Lovebites is famous for. Is again this classic, right? Miyako, Midori battle, you know what I mean? They're coming in here, they're both playing amazing, and this also was really well visualized for that matter. But before we get to that, I mean, she's like, you know, you're getting that, you know, classic kind of like more metal, more, you know, heavy, trash, whatever you call it, right? You're getting that, right? Which is, of course, again, well, I'll say the band is more famous for, right? For the musical style. But you're also getting this, you know, like I said, like the J-poppy, power kind of thing, right? After this beat now, it's gonna be like, anyway, wow, you know. So that's why I think this song is so amazing, right? Because I feel it blends these genres. Yeah, I think it blends the genres better than most of their songs, right? In a really good way, right? When I think that most of the other songs, right, are, you know, more like one or two, how I say it, you know what I mean, right? It's like their other songs tends to be over here, you know what I mean, in that category, right? And then you have another genre over here, right? And this song here, it kind of jumps more in between these two different fields. That's what I think is so good, right? Because it doesn't have to be good. To be fair, you should be very, very clear, right? I suppose a song doesn't have to be good necessarily because it jumps genres, right? You know what I mean? But this one, of course, succeeds jumping genres, so to say, right? But no, that's why I really, really love this song. As I keep saying, because it's like it takes this, you know, the what I expect from Lovebites, right? Their way to play music. It still has that in it, but it fits. They're mostly doing another genre for half of the song, right? So on. So it's a really interesting piece. Now, from a visual standpoint, I'll talk more later into it as well, but I say immediately, this is a very well edited, I feel, video. Like, I'll go back a bit here. This here is like perfect, yeah. Like, it's great angle. For everybody, I love she spins around in the background. Yeah, Simon does like appearance in the background. It's just really adorable. But no, but seriously, this one is really well edited, really well directed. This actual live, you know, like here. Yeah, it's really, really well done. I think I think most of the live editing is very excellent, but this one here I think is particularly good. I think it might be the best one, honestly. It really stood out to me, especially this bit here then, when they had the everyone jump, you know, when they walked forward to that podium, right? It's really well done. And I talked about this at length in the BABYMETAL one at O2, actually lead next O2 for that band, right? And which was really terrible. No, but I don't think it's BABYMETAL's fault, right? In that video, if you want to go into my very long director gets angry video, but honestly, right, I usually don't rant about that stuff. But when I've watched BABYMETAL in like UK in the O2 stadium there, which I usually do next to it, it's like that one was just like terrible directing, terrible editing. You know what I mean? It's like they're doing a similar thing here, right? You know, like the girls walk up there and it's all the singing and doing stuff, right? And the camera is like going all over the place, right? Like the camera, instead of flipping here, right? If I compare it then, this is the best in my head right now. But like, you know, Miyako is sitting here playing, right? In that one, BABYMETAL, the camera angle goes like behind them in the back instead, right? Instead of having this angle where you see her face, the camera would start here, and then immediately spin around and show her neck for like 10 seconds. It is terrible. Like, it's so terrible. And I mean, overall, the music, whatever, is good, right? But god damn it, that is how you should not do it, okay? So anyway, links below for that. If you really want to see me go in for, I spent like 10 minutes in that video. It's like probably my most negative director video I've done in a long time of it. I was like, what is this? Yeah, I was like, but I mean, you know, honestly, half the comments was agree with me. Yeah, this is terrible. Yeah, I was like, what is this thing? Like, if you ignore the music and you look at the visuals, like, what is happening? But this is the opposite, okay? This is how it should be done, right? Yeah, this is how it should be done. This is like a really good editing. It's a good duration per person, you know what I mean? There are great angles, right? It's just like, you know what I mean? You kind of see a little bit of both of the faces. Then we go into the duel, you know what I mean? This is how it should be done, right? Because you don't want to spend, you know, even though she's, you know, it's Midori, right? It's my goddamn goddess. But you don't want to spend, you know, 3 minutes on her face, right? And then 3 minutes, you want to spend, you know, like 5 seconds here, 5 seconds here. Then you want to show them both, right? Then you want to have Asami doing that, you know. Yeah, then you will have Asami coming in from the background, right? So this is really well edited, how the whipping it around, the angles. So yeah, I think this was actually like here, you know what I mean? Jumping here, so but yeah, this has like a really good duration per person. It is very well done in that way, but also the angles and everything, right? And how they're zooming out, what's happening, they're capturing kind of like her, you know, pirouettes in the background, this weird angle, right? So I feel like they had really done some really done editing here, yeah. And not to shit on BABYMETAL or whatever, but honestly, right, I mean, not just a shoot on horn, right, but if you want to see me, honestly, really break down what I think shouldn't do as a director, right, that would be that's really for you. You know, because I used to work with directing, right, back in the day. So I've done a couple of game trailers and game openings and so on, right? I haven't done it for music, I admit. I mean, that's not really I haven't worked in the music industry, right? Well, a little bit, actually. My best friend is a music producer, though, I suppose. So I've done a little bit with that, I suppose. But you know, overall, not really, right? But it still is the same thing, you know what I mean? Like, if you do a video game opening, right? Or an anime opening, or something similar, right? Like I work with, it's the same thing, you know what I mean? You want to show the characters, right? You want to show the main character for 5 seconds, you want this thing. I mean, it's the exact same thing, right? You can't just focus on one angle for too long and so on, right? You want to have it snappy, you know what I mean? All that stuff, right? It all comes back together, right? It's no real difference between doing, like, directing a music video or, you know, directing a movie or whatnot, right? You know? And it's kind of like, I would say it's kind of like if you're a true creative person, so to speak, you can kind of adapt and do it with anything, you know what I mean? Come on, she's trying to hide her smile there. Come on. She's touching her shoulder. The head's like, ugh! Come on. She's trying to hide the smile from the cameras there. She's just trying to be like, no, don't. Come on. It's just happening here. See, she was clear doing it again. Now she has a retreat here. Definitely. She was right into it. It's like, no! You get another smile, it never happens again. Yeah, it's like, no, I have to avoid being recorded here. Fami looks cute though in that Odango hairstyle, yeah. So you know what that's called? It's called Odango. It's like ox hairs in English, I believe, right? Or hair buns, but it's basically, you know, the hairstyle that Sailor Moon has, right? You know, Usagi then, right? Yeah. Or OG Sailor Moon, which you have 2 hair bumps and like a pigtail going down. But yeah, it's called Odango hair. They also had, of course, the 10th version in Naruto, she has like 2, the Mickey Mouse right there. Yeah. But I think it's called Odango, even if you have pigtails too. I think both of them are called Odango. A little bit low, but I'm pretty sure on that. Here we go. So, anyway you want, anyway you want, anyway you want, anyway you want. I put this on smile. I put this on loop, you know. I put this on loop, guys. Okay, tomorrow at work, guys, I'm gonna sit there and just have these like 10 seconds, right? When it goes, anyway, I will get nothing done at work, so I will sit like this like the whole, for 8 hours work. I'm gonna do this thing, right? And there's gonna be these 10 second looping with Miyako smiling every 10 seconds. And every time she smiles, I'm like, yeah! I was like, yeah! Yeah! That's definitely gonna be like, oh man. It's gonna be awesome. Oh, I have a very important bit tomorrow at work. Yeah, just before I go home. I gotta obviously prepare myself the whole day, guys. But yeah, an amazing song. Really good live performance. Like I mentioned, I think it was very well done as well, yeah. Even more than usual. Even though Lovebites always has, I don't think I've ever seen like a bad, like directed live from Lovebites. But yeah, this one to me stood out even more. It's really well done. 100%. Awesome stuff, guys. Anyways, you know, look down below. What should I do next? Maybe some new band or something. Yes, I don't know what I'll do tomorrow otherwise. Maybe I'll do a One Piece video. If the new chapter is interesting. It might be today, actually, but... But yeah. Don't forget to subscribe, press the like button, right? You know, look below. What should I do next of the Lovebites videos? Or maybe perhaps a new band, right? I was working down some other interesting stuff, right? What else you guys have? A great day.